Food Wivery, we talk a lot about blooming where you're planted, and I think sometimes we lose it in there. Not everybody's sure what we're talking about. So we're gonna give you a practical application. This is Laurie's kitchen. This is Laurie's food. She's gonna explain to you in a non-grocery store mindset, more of a magnet mindset, of how she nurtures the art of a healing table with her family members who like barbecues. Can you tell us how you work through the process?
Well, it may not necessarily be the barbecue sauce, but the whole idea of a barbecue freaks me out. I don't like to do it. I'll be honest, I just don't like to do it, so I'm very weak in that area. And it wasn't until some time ago that I realized the reason I don't like barbecues is because I like my kitchen. I want to stay here and fix this here and then go over here and chop this, and then a barbecue splits me.
It does.
I have to go outside, and good barbecue has to be monitored constantly.
It does.
Okay, so as my family has grown and I can integrate them more into it, I found that that is probably the best way to go for me and for maybe food that is not so easy for you to prepare in your own home. Besides, you encourage me in that, so I feel okay with it. All right, it's okay that I'm an American and I don't like summer barbecues. It was always too much work.
We're gonna need to cut that one out.
Okay, so this is how I handle it. If we're gonna, I live on a grass-fed beef farm. So and I've got 3 men in my family who are my sole eaters. So they love hamburgers. They love hamburgers and they love hamburgers.
Really?
Really. So I've got the meat thing down. I've got pure grass-fed beef. We love our cattle. We love raising it. We have great beef as a result. So then there's the issue of the buns. Easily taken care of because I happen to teach sourdough bread and I also make my own sourdough buns. These are buns that are made for smaller hamburgers, but I do make buns according to whatever size hamburger I'm going to be working on that week. So you can make them any size you want. Because we do have our own beef, we can determine how we want it processed, and I have these put in little patties, group of 18 to a bag, and I just thaw it for about an hour and then take off what I need. And then condiments. I don't know if they like the beef. I don't know if they like the bread. I think they actually just like the condiments. Because by the time it's all said and done,
They're condiment vehicles.
Yes, these are condiment vehicles of it. So I keep my condiments in a real easy box to pull in and out of the refrigerator.
So what is in here? What are your condiments?
What are my condiments? This is a jalapeno jelly I make. That really thin bit on one bun is usually enough to carry you through.
To burn your lips off?
Yeah, and this is a yellow mustard. This is sauerkraut. Yes, we do like sauerkraut on our hamburgers. This is a homemade mayonnaise. My boys love mayonnaise. And there was a time when I was making mayonnaise that they preferred it to butter. That homemade mayonnaise, there's just something about that, you know, the delicious flavor. And once in a great while I make my own ketchup, but I'm not on the good, better, best. I'm not on the best with that right now, so we just picked some organic stuff up at our local store. And then this is a fizzy food. And this is a fizzy food. I simply, this is the end of garden from last year. I fizzed it up like you often suggest we do. And then I strained it out a little bit. And it's a salsa of some kind. All I know is it's got onions, peppers, and some tomatoes in it too. So
in essence, you've got a lot of vegetables here that are going to go on your hamburgers.
And that are good for them. So you know what? If they don't want to eat any vegetables with it, that's okay with me.
You got it. You got tomatoes here, you got end of season here, you got jalapenos here.
Right.
And you got kraut there.
Yep.
And even, you want to get technical, mustard is a plant.
Yes, that's true. And more fats.
And more
really
good
good
fats.
Good fats here. And if I have some raw vegetables of some kind in the refrigerator, I'll put those out. As a side dish, I do like to make coleslaw.
So when you go to the grocery store and think barbecue, you've already done your magnet mindset. These things are already there. You don't have to say, I'm having barbecue, I need to go pick up barbecue sauce and worry about what's on the label.
Right.
You are just blooming where you're planted, staying where you're at, and nourishing your family. Summer barbecue, Food Wivery style. Keep it simple.
Yes.